In the small village of Amago, surrounded by lush green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a young lady named Adaobi. She was the daughter of Mama Nkechi, a widow who sold roasted yams at the village market. Life has not been easy for them since Adaobi's father passed away when she was just a little girl. Adaobi was known in the village for her beauty, but people often mocked her because she was poor. Her clothes were old and patched, and she often went barefoot. The other girls in the village, like Uchechi and Ngozi, laughed at her whenever they saw her. "Look at Adaobi," Uchechi would say. "Who will want to marry a lady like her? She has nothing." Adaobi will smile and say nothing. She believed in her heart that God has a plan for her. Her mother always told her, "Nwam, my child, the river does not flow backward. Your time will come." One day, the people of Amago heard that the king of a nearby kingdom, Igwe Ezoha, was organizing a grand festival. Rich merchandise, chiefs, and even visitors from faraway lands will come to the festival. Adaobi's mother encouraged her to go and sell roasted yams at the event. "But Mama, I don't have good clothes," Adaobi said shyly. "Don't worry," Mama Nkechi replied. She brought out a simple but clean wrapper and a white blouse. "This will make you look like a princess." Adaobi tied her wrapper neatly and carried her tray of roasted yam on her head. As she walked to the festival, people whispered and laughed behind her back. "She's going to sell yam at the palace. Who will buy from her?" one man said. But Adaobi ignored them and kept walking. At the festival, the air was filled with music and the smell of delicious food. Adaobi found a spot under a big tree and arranged her roasted yams. As she sat there, a young man dressed in fine clothes approached her. His name was Chinedu, and he was the son of a wealthy merchandise. "May I have one of your roasted yams?" Chinedu asked with a kind smile. Adaobi blushed. "Of course," she said, handing him the biggest yam on her tray. As Chinedu ate, they began to talk. He was surprised by how smart and polite Adaobi was. He learned that she helped her mother every day and she had big dreams of one day opening a shop. Chinedu returned the next day and brought more yam from Adaobi. Over time, he began visiting her at her home in Amago. The villagers would not believe it. Why would someone as rich as Chinedu talk to Adaobi? Ngozi asked, her eyes wide with jealousy. One day, Chinedu's father, Nneze, came to Amago to meet Adaobi. He pretended to be a poor beggar and knocked on her door. Adaobi welcomed him warmly and gave him food. "Thank you, my daughter," Nneze said. "Why are you so kind to a poor old man like me?" "My mother taught me that kindness is free," Adaobi replied with a smile. Nneze was impressed. He revealed his true identity and blessed her, saying, "You have a good heart, and good things will come to you." Not long after, Chinedu proposed to Adaobi in front of the entire village. He knelt on one knee and said, "Adaobi, you've showed me that true beauty is in the heart. Will you marry me?" The villagers opened their eyes wide open Adobe, with tears in her eyes, nodded and said yes. Their wedding was the talk of the entire kingdom. Adobe wore a beautiful coral bead necklace, and her mother danced with joy. Even the people who used to mock her came to celebrate, ashamed of how they have treated her. Chinedu built a big shop for Mama Nkechi and promised to take care of Adobe forever. The villagers now call her Adobe, the queen of kindness. From that day, people in Amago learned not to look down on others. Adobe's story became a reminder that patience, kindness, and faith can change a person's destiny. And so, Adobe lived happily ever after with Chinedu, proving that a good heart always wins at the end. What did you learn from this amazing story? Share with us on the comment section. See you in our next video. Bye.